All right, we got Strange Supreme. We're playing Kang unironically. Let's just jump in. How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Snap Academy. I'm Muse, and today we had Strange Supreme drop for us, and it's a good day because I get to play some other cards. Shout out to Shaggy in the Discord for having this very late suggestion of a deck whilst we were trying to play Strange Supreme on stream. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday when we are playing the new card, and I'm also battling all of you. We also have raffles. There's a lot going on every Tuesday, so come check us out. So Strange Supreme is a 2/3. He gains +2 power from merging, and end of turn, merge one of your created cards into this. This is not an all-in on Strange Supreme deck. This is a Strange Supreme is extra value and a scalar part of this deck, which makes it good. We did start off with a couple all-in on Strange Supreme decks. We have this big deck energy, which I love. Go back, check the VOD, it's awesome. We had a couple, actually the first one was pretty good. We'll just drop that while I'm talking about everything. So much fun. Strange Supreme can scale very, 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 very high. If you go all in on him and you want to follow him up with a Cosmo so he can't be Shang-Chi'd or Shadow King'd. There you go, there's your PSA. If you're playing all in on Strange Supreme, make sure you have a Cosmo in that lane as well. You've been warned. So this deck is kind of we're doing Thor Lockjaw stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And I get to play Kang, and I want to say that Kang is the MVP of this deck. For those of you that do not know, Kang is a 5/0. On reveal, look at what your opponent did, then restart this turn without this. So basically, it should just be banish, honestly. I feel like Kang can be redone into banish, but they also say that Kang's coding is so broken that they can't do anything to him. So yes, we're playing Kang, and Kang won us some games. Being able to see the future, I'm calling this a see the future deck. Honestly, that's what we're doing. This is the see the future deck. We're the Seers. I don't know, Asgardian Seers. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out later. But no, had a lot of fun. Knew exactly what I needed to do in lanes to beat the other guy. So here's the thing with Kang. When you play Kang, it always does the exact same thing. So all of your random chances happen again. No one knows how to play against Kang, and they think it's going to be different the next time. I don't know, but most of the time people just do the exact same thing over and over again. So Kang is high value because people don't change anything up. Now I'm Jerry Seinfeld. So the rest of this deck is playing into the Thor's package. So starting from the bottom up, we're starting with Wasp. I like the utility of Wasp. You can grab it later with the Jane Foster. You can play it into the Lockjaw on turn 4. I really like Wasp with Lockjaw. That's just going to be a staple. And then you can pull it back with the Jane, do it all again. The Hood is creating a created card that we can either A, have a 6-power card, or let it absorb into the Strange. E-Tree is going to grab our hammers. Strange Supreme, he's getting, bigger from eating the hammers. That's kind of awesome. You drop a 0 and then he just gets +2 power. So your hammers are even more power now, adding just a little bit extra power scaling into that Strange Supreme. Armor is there to not only protect your big guys, but also protect if you need to do like an armor into a Thor and then do the hammer and misery all in the same lane. Because they're on reveal, your hammer boys are susceptible to misery, but the armor's there to kind of help out, but also protect our Strange if it does get up there, or either one of our Thors if they get up there. Lockjaw, we're playing Lockjaw roulette. It's fun, it works, but we can also get the Kang. You can put the Kang into it and then know what comes out, or the Kang just pops up and it pulls a card out of your deck, and then you know what they're doing, and then you also know like some other things. It's a lot of fun. Thor and Beta Ray Bill, they're our hammer boys. They're getting bigger. They're putting hammers into our deck. We are going to grab them later with our Jane Foster, who is going to pull all the 0-cost cards out of our deck on turn 5. And Bob's your uncle. Basically, it's just fun. I don't know what else to say. Miserying into an Iron Patriot and a Hood to get rid of it for the extra power, to put more things into your Strange Supreme. It's a lot of scaling all at the same time. Yes, we are not 100% in on the Strange Supreme, but having all that power kind of spread out and them not knowing exactly where everything's going to go is huge. The Strange Supreme is also good at eating all of those raptors and those squirrels and literally everything that you get hit. I love Strange Supreme so much. This is kind of a giveaway from when to give to him later. So I'm just telling you now, I'm honestly giving Strange a 5 out of 5. I think that he is a fantastic card. I don't think he's OP, as you really need to play into him and deck build into him to make sure you do all the things to get him up to that. Like, I think I got to like a 35 at one point. But he is also good at clearing out your deck. I did do a clog version with them, which was super cool. So that debris into the Strange, just eating all that up is super awesome. But I think this deck is absolutely the most fun, and I don't know if it's broken by any means, but it's the most fun and I like it, and I get to play Kang. So now that we have all of that, make sure you grab the deck link in the description below so that you can follow along with the deck tech. It is a little bit on the more expensive side with our series 4 and 5 cards, but snap packs are coming out, so hopefully you can play along. So solid with ladder, because Kang tells you exactly what you need to know, so you can get out of there in good cube equity. Something good to do is snap before you Kang. So if you have Kang in your hand, only snap when you have Kang. That way you can snap into Kang, and then when you go back, you can either re-snap or get rid of it. That's helpful. I thought I broke the game there for a minute. We'll do this. And then we do the Iron Patriot Misery into the hood. Which should be good to go. Okay. Neutralized lab kind of sucks. Oh, we do have the Strange Supreme here as well. So I think what I want to do now is actually play the Strange Supreme into miniaturized lab. That way it can just kind of scale up and do its thing. And I can actually play the hood right after, or I can play the demon. Demon plus Iron Patriot, I think is actually what I want to do here. So they are doing the exact same thing. That's funny. So we are now going to go hood into Iron Patriot, so that we can start scaling here. I have yet to grab a Hammer Boy, which is kind of wild. So we've got our demon going, and then we'll have another demon next turn. Okay, and we've also learned, whilst on stream, that Gore does not give its power to Strange Supreme, which is really weird. So the Gore does not transfer, which is the second Gore, which is weird. I feel like there should be more things, but yeah, so Gore does not transfer into Strange Supreme. So I kind of don't even want to play the Gore unless I absolutely have to. Gilgamesh is kind of cool here. We are definitely outscaling their Strange Supreme right now. So what I want to do here is probably Beta Ray, grab it, and then I can also Demon, which will get absorbed by the Strange. I'm actually going to snap here. I probably should have waited till next turn, but I do have a good feeling that we will be okay. And I will play the Kang into just turn 6 to see what goes on. So they filled up right, which is fine. Because we are very good to go. So we do have the Stormbreaker for the Strange, and we also have an armor, which is very nice. So we'll armor, Stormbreaker, into, I guess I have to do Gilgamesh. So I might just do Gilgamesh left just for power. So we can either absorb the Stormbreaker and have something, but we also have a lot of power here. So I think what I would rather do is armor Stormbreaker Gilgamesh. That way, we do have a little bit of extra power here either way. Heard Red Skull and Zabu, so either way, we're good to go. Oh no, he absorbed that. So hopefully we absorb the Gilgamesh! Let's go! Let's go! Killer. Yeah, we way outscaled them. For an 8-cuber too. That was absolutely epic. Yeah, the Hammer Boy did his thing. King Eitri grabbed it. Yeah, I feel like we needed to grab the Gilgamesh there, and wow, that was just good. This is not the worst start until I do this, and then it is a great start. So yeah, Hood into Bar with No Name. Who would have thunk? That never happens turn 1. So I'm very happy with that, and we can go into an armor next. I just realized I didn't Kang last game. Sad day. Still won. Let's go in the armor just to be safe. I don't want to move anything with the Strange Academy. Psylocke in the negative, probably, is my guess. That could be helpful later. We have... Ooh. There's a lot going on here. I've got a lot of options. I kind of actually want to skip here. I will play the Wasp here, though, just to get it out of my hands. And then maybe do... Man, this Strange Academy is really screwing me up here. So I think I'm going to just do Beta Ray. Yeah, I'm going to do Beta Ray into whatchamacallit, and then I should be able to win here. Doing the Jane Foster right to grab that, double it up, and then on turn 6 I can do a... Okay, going cool. I can do the hammer into Misery and just have a really big lane over here. So we will go Jane Foster right. And we're going to win, yeah, because I don't want anything else to go left, so we should win the Bar with No Name here. Alright, we are good left, so then I was really hoping that I would get the Kang. This just does it straight up. And then we'll just do this for a little bit of extra power here. Hopefully win all 3 lanes. I feel like Scarlet Spider is actually probably another good card for Strange. I don't think that was a bot. They were just going through trying to play their deck. They did stuff. So playing Strange Supreme on turn 2 is kind of a win condition, honestly. Like, I don't mind losing to him for this deck because, I mean, he's just a good card. Ooh, we do get the Strange Supreme on turn 2. This deck, not so much, just because it's not the way it's built. It's really just as a support card. But I think it really does help just kind of bring the deck all together. Sweetheart. Unfortunate. So I can't Strange. I might do Strange Armor plus Hood. And then I can Misery it. Okay, so we do have the Kang too, which is kind of chill. So yeah, we're gonna armor, we're going to hood, just in case they can do something with ours. I would really like a hammer boy. Let's go. White queen. So we are about to start doing. It's mildly useful actually. 4 allows me to do absolutely nothing here. So I guess I can just do this. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to scale yet. So I'm going to be a turn behind on scaling. But we do get rid of the hood, and I might just fill out the raft next turn. I think I am actually going to fill out the raft. It's going to be a little not great, but I guess we are going to pull the demons over. So I can go like demon, demon, wasp, and then that clears out the raft, and then I can actually get something else, which is super nice. And then last turn, I can Kang and see what they're doing. Okay, sweet. So I did get that, and I got a free She-Hulk, which is super nice. I got an Infinity Ultron. Trying to do Infinity Ultron stuff, nice. Strange Supreme is updated. So what I kind of want to do here is we're just going to Kang. We're just going to Kang and see what happens. We're going to snap into a Kang.
Oh, snap.
And see what we got. We got priority, so I'm not worried about Cosmo or anything. No way! Oh, okay. They got my Kang. Wow. Okay, I was really confused for a second. Like, really confused. That's really funny. Okay. So, that goes there. So what I would like to do is... So this is going to... This has a 50-50 shot of getting absorbed. So we'll go there into there. That's wild. That's got my Kang canceled. My Kang was canceled by a Kang. That's wild. I played Kang. Oh yeah, they knew it. They knew we had it. Yeah, that She-Hulk or the Demon would have gotten absorbed, and it was just a whole lot of stuff. They probably couldn't do anything for the Infinity Ultron. Okay, so we get to do the hood into Bar with No Name again to start. I love doing that. That's always a good one. Usually a snap condition too. Unless they... If it's a destroy deck, maybe not, because they might have a Killmonger. But no matter what, we're just playing for 2 lanes now. I'd like to do some strange stuff. Where's the strange at? Come on, strange. Where you at? I'm trying to showcase you today. Yeah, let's go Iron Patriot, and then go into Beta Ray, I guess. I need to do some Lockjaw stuff to get him out. Get him out of hiding. Are you hit the Iron Patriot? Nice. 3. Do I get the, if I get the Wasp, I'll do that next. That's actually pretty good. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're gonna go Lockjaw into Wasp into Demon, actually. That way I can maybe pull like a Thor or a Strange or something. Utilize that. They did miss with the Gambit, so that did not hit the hood. So we do want to get more things in case they try to Odin it or Misery the Gambit. Armor not bad. I maybe should have done the Demon first. That way it was less likely to... Oh, there's our Strange Supreme too. That's nice. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to absorb it with the Stegron. Okay, this is kind of awesome. All right, so we're gonna do all kinds of things. I don't mind the extra bit anymore. So we're gonna snap here.
Snap.
Because that Strange Supreme is going to start loading in everything, and that demon, get that Stegron. So we're going to scale pretty nicely over here on the right. We are going to win the bar with no name. And they got their Hella. King Eitri, I do not want to hit Misery, so let's get Misery out of here. And then just King Eitri just to put it down, and maybe... So our Strange is still going to scale up. Misery, we're just kind of getting out of there since we don't need it anymore. Wasp is literally the worst thing we could hit.
You won't need this anymore.
I am reborn.
We're doing it right. Okay, this is a little late on the Jane Foster, but it's all right. So 19 power Strange, not bad.
Victory.
So yeah, that's the deck. Honestly, the Strange Supreme kind of carried everything in, helped us really scale kind of the Lockjaw lane with it, being messed up by the Wasp, not having everything we need here. Even with the Morbius and the Apocalypse Rights, we still kind of scaled up everything we had over here. Even though we did fill up the Lockjaw lane, I do really like that. So overall, we did have a 60% win rate with this deck. A couple of those I probably should have left a little bit earlier. Net cubes plus 10 for the day while we were kind of building everything as well. So I like the deck. It's another fun way to play the Hammer Boys. You get to play Thor, you get to play Beta Ray Bill, you get to play Lockjaw, and be successful. So I do really enjoy the deck. So shout out to all of you for joining us on Tuesday as we were making the decks, and shout out to Shaggy for the deck idea. Also, it's all kinds of shout outs today. To Jason, our celestial being, for being our member on YouTube. And if you want to check out all the decks early before everybody else, also have sweet emojis and other things, make sure you check out the membership options on YouTube. So if you enjoy this content, make sure you snap those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you in the next one.